When Worlds Overlap, Episode 4, The Time Slip. The year was 1972. Elias Thorne was hauling a load of timber through the jagged backroads of rural Tennessee, the kind of night where the moon is just a pale suggestion behind a thick curtain of clouds. The AM radio was nothing but a low hum of static, lost in the deep limestone valleys. As he dipped into a hollow near Blackwood Creek, the atmosphere shifted. It wasn't just fog, it was a wall of white, shimmering mist that rolled over the hood of his Peterbilt like a living thing. The temperature in the cab plummeted, and the smell of diesel was replaced by the sharp, metallic scent of ozone and wet earth. The encounter on the roadside. Elias geared down, his headlights struggling to pierce more than 10 feet of the gloom. That's when he saw her. A woman was walking along the shoulder of the road, her feet kicking up dust that shouldn't have been there in the damp. She wore a heavy, floor-length dress of charcoal gray, her hair pinned back in a tight, Victorian-style bun that had begun to fray. In her hand, she clutched a rusted iron lantern, but it wasn't lit. As the truck hissed to a crawl, the woman turned. Her face wasn't the pale, hollow mask of a movie ghost. It was flushed with blood and slick with sweat. Her eyes, wide, bright, and brimming with pure, unadulterated terror, locked onto Elias. She didn't look through him, she looked at him. She dropped the lantern, the sound muffled by the unnatural fog, and bolted into the thicket of oak trees. The ash of history. Shaken, Elias pulled over at a roadside diner 5 miles up. When he told the local sheriff about the hitchhiker in the gray dress, the old man stopped stirring his coffee. "Blackwood Hollow?" the sheriff asked. "There hasn't been a house there since the Great Fire of 1896. A young woman named Clara lived there. History says she died in the cellar, trapped while the house turned to ash around her." Elias felt a cold sweat prickle his neck. He went back the next morning. There was no road shoulder where he'd seen her, just a crumbling stone foundation hidden under 70 years of briars and ivy. For the rest of his life, Elias couldn't shake the memory of that woman's eyes. He realized he hadn't seen a translucent spirit or a flickering apparition. She had been as solid as the steering wheel in his hands. He began to wonder about the ghost stories we tell. If the fog was a bridge through time, what did Clara see on that pitch-black Tennessee night in 1896? She wasn't running from the woods. She was running from a behemoth. She saw a roaring 10-ton monster of steel and chrome, glowing with twin electrical suns that blinded her, piloted by a man in strange synthetic clothes. In her final moments, she didn't see a demon from the past. She saw a demon from the future. To her, Elias Thorne wasn't a witness. He was the most terrifying ghost she had ever seen.